Hey guys, Dave here from Nerdarchy. 4 nerds, by nerds, hanging out with some of the crew.
I'm Ted.
I'm Nate.
And today we have another viewer request. Is that from I'm Laughing to Death?
That is I'm Laughing to Death on YouTube.
Nice. So, yeah, I'm Laughing to Death had asked us to do a character build for a Dragonborn rogue. So I guess this falls a little bit into our unorthodox builds.
I would think so. That's,
Yes.
It's not your everyday situation.
So, although, recently Watch released The Waterborn.
Mm-hmm.
And a Dragonborn as a rogue would make a great swashbuckler archetype.
I think so.
You don't focus on dex as you might normally do with a rogue character. I mean, you're going to use a finesse weapon.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, perhaps our swashbuckling Dragonborn rogue fights with a mangachi and a rapier.
Yep.
And
Strings the hell out of it.
and just use it. Yeah, because there's nothing that says you can't use your strength. You just need it to be a finesse weapon.
Yeah, it just needs to be finesse
to get your sneak attack in. And we all know the swashbuckler build is also referred to as the I sneak attack. Basically, if you have someone near them, you can sneak attack. If you don't have someone near them, you can sneak attack.
So is anyone else picturing the large head of the Dragonborn with a fancy hat that doesn't fit quite right?
I was, but the hat fit.
Oh, okay. It's just like their heads are pretty big, and I'm like, are they gonna just get a massively big hat?
Strength.
I was thinking about if there was a way to have their, some of them have like tendrils and like scaly protrusions. If they could have like a mustachious looking protrusion.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And a pointed chin.
Fu Manchu, man. The full Fu Manchu.
Yeah.
He could definitely have like the gold dragon whiskers.
The gold.
Matter of fact, let's just make him a gold dragon.
Yeah, we could
sure.
totally do that. Now is he a legitimate throwback where he actually has the golden scales?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I always do that anyway. I hate the dull brown. They all look alike.
I'm right there with you on that one.
Brown shirts.
yeah. So I'm actually almost picturing like a Juraxle hat.
Okay. All right.
Really large hat, a swashbuckler type hat with a
The
huge
big plume feather. Yep.
Yeah, obnoxiously large. And maybe our swashbuckler always tells a story about how they got that plume.
Okay.
Totally ripping off the Heath Ledger, Joker, where the story always just changes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got mangachi, rapier, swashbuckler.
Kind of a Three Musketeers feel right now.
Yeah. So the question is though, where do you go for background?
I'm gonna vote for Sailor. I think this guy fits well into the Sailor situation.
I think he's got to have more fop to that hat. So I'm going to say noble.
Oh,
that's what I was thinking as well.
Possibly knight. Depending on how, if you want to play with retainers and not be as cool as the noble
I think
class.
the regular knight's better for this guy.
The regular noble.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The regular noble, because I don't see him having retainers, and I don't see him being knightly. It's definitely more Oliver de Barrows, Juraxle.
Wow, how many R.A. Salvatore references would you like him to make in this video?
We could have a counter in the corner. Bing, 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 bing.
So Three Musketeers, which is not.
Unless you had the Three Musketeers as your backup, and they were your retainers, but they don't. No, they don't fight.
They don't fight.
That just totally
disrupted.
That disrupted the whole fantasy I just had.
They could just look impressive.
Yeah,
they don't actually ever enter the combat. They just like
like backup dancers or something.
Yeah, and they make these dramatic poses with their swords that they never use.
I'm seeing them, making comments on what's.
I'm also feeling a little Robin Hood Men in Tights here.
They could
be like such panache.
They could dialogue the combat that's going on. So anytime you do something good, they're calling it out just to make sure that everyone's paying attention.
So there's 3 of them, right? If you were to go the knight route, right? There's 3 of them. One of them does the commentary.
Okay.
One of them waves the banner.
Okay.
And one of them does all the mimicking and posing, possibly with a wooden sword.
Now that would be really funny, but I do like the regular noble background for this character.
I'm liking both of these now. I think the.
Well, I think the one is a little too silly for a serious D&D
I think one
game.
would make a great Monty Python sketch,
Yeah.
which is why Ted's digging it so much. So
Yes.
we've got the noble, we've got the elegant gold dragon, dragonborn, and he's decked out in his finery
All right, so now we're looking at stats.
with his rapier and
Mingoch.
yes.
Or parrying dagger, however you want to look at it. So are we going to put our 15 into charisma and our 14 in strength, so we pop out with 2 16s?
Yeah, we could do that.
So 16
Yeah,
strength,
yeah, yeah.
16 charisma. So now we got 13, 12, 10, and 8. I'm seeing, this guy is probably going to get into some sticky situations and not really be thinking his way through. So I'm saying we put our 8 in intelligence.
Maybe wisdom though, because because
I think he's got to have a good.
he's gotta be witty.
intellect. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
and if you have a low wisdom, you're more likely to get yourself into sticky situations.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I had the right thought pattern, wrong logical conclusion.
So what are we gonna do? 12 and 13 Dex and Con,
And put the 10 in intelligence.
and a 10 in intelligence.
Yeah, I think a 13 and depends if you want to max out your armor class, because he's obviously eventually going to wear medium armor, so he's going to get that +2, +2 max out of his dex.
So he'll be able to put, one of his or grab a feat that'll give him
So yeah, if he's going to grab a feat, that'll give him a +1 to dex, or just take the ability bump.
4th level medium armor master, get the +1 to dex, cap out in half plate.
He's still down 1 though.
And medium and
No,
medium,
because if you have the 13 dex,
Mm-hmm.
that's a +1. Medium armor master gives you a bonus to dex.
But
No, it allows you to get 1 higher to
Oh!
Dex.
yeah, the prime bonus of that is
Okay.
you can get a +3 out of it.
But I mean, there's definitely probably some other ways you could go. You could take there's probably other feats, or you could just skip the feat and just go +1 Dex.
Yeah.
And +1 Con, and then with your eye at 18.
Take resistance resilience or whatever it is. Or,
At 18, you could be looking to bump up your Con.
You're always going to have that one extra floater, though.
Well, yeah, you
Those
just
stats, until you take a feat to balance something out. That's you're the one that can't stand the odd number.
well, if you're using the right, this is what happens.
Yeah.
Or you have to look at feats. But I mean, there are a lot of good feats too. So.
Oh, yeah. So there we go. We got us a nice little build.
A swashbuckling dandy dragonborn rogue, and and that's 16. So he's not going to really lose anything from his initiative for having the low dex either, because the swashbuckler gives you your charisma as well.
Correct.
So I mean that's a +4 to dex with a +4 to
three.
initiative with a weenie dex.
Right.
So that's kind of cool.
Indeed. So I'm laughing to death. There's our take on a dragonborn rogue.
What do you think about it, guys? In the comments below, you can weigh in. While you're at it, like, subscribe, and share.
You can check us out on nerdarchy.com.
let's join the conversation over on Reddit.
So until next time, stay
Stay
nerdy.
nerdy.